Come make we chat. We always talk the thing them when nobody no want to talk about. Just come make we chat. Come make we talk. Come make we chat.
Tell them say I'm me that I represent them. I'm
Boy, bad habit, we no pick it up, you know. Show it down. We no pick it up. No, we don't pick it up, you know. No, we don't pick it up. How them a try for this? 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 Enough boy them a this. When them see the woman, them a call them bitch. Enough woman them a this. When them see the man, them say he ain't shit. Bad habit them pull up, bad habit oh. Bad habit and me and tell them stop it oh. Bad habit them pull up, bad.
Nobody now support the kids them like me right now. We no kill youth, we a build youth. Big old man who know me attack too. We a build youth, no we no kill youth. Big man who know me attack too. Send the youth them go to school, make them learn, set them brain at the real world. Then too, not the one where man a pushing on your hand and tell if you kill a next man. My G that the wrong. Ooh, that me know I'm not maker, that me know for sure. Everything where me reap so far, I me grow. On the league board, me up the top score. I'm a non-stop, right? You thought me, I could give them more. Hey, hey, what we say?
Wagwan family, you don't know it's your girl Links here, and welcome back to Come Make with Chat. Jeez, first of all, you know, I always do my shout out. So first of all, let me shout out our north side, south side, east side, west side, GN Street, Western Road, St. Clair, Eglinton, Oakwood, Scarborough, Mississauga, Katra, all of my T-Dot family. Big up Dollar D, hope you feel better, King. Boom Blast, the whole Gen X crew, the whole Soul City crew, 50, Shaky, Mama Steph, big up yourself, Den, Fry Eye, Coda, Carter, Meme, Coco. Everybody out there, big up yourself. You don't know, it's your girl Links here, and today I have a special guest with me. Papa Levi is it. Papa Levy is in the building. Greetings, King.
Yes, man. Greetings, everybody. You see this lady here, Sister Links. Why she called me and I said, boy, I have to come check her, you know? Because some positive vibes she let off. Trust me, you know?
Give thanks,
for the
King.
youths them and the people them run up and down and I shoot them. And we want them stop the gun violence and just do something right, man.
Dubs over guns, we say, right? So, as a tribute to Black History Month, I've decided to change up the dynamics of the show. Papa Levy is here as a special guest. He's going to perform for you all later tonight, live, inside the studio.
Sure.
Right? But first, we're going to handle the regular mix-up and blend and chattings, right? So, Black History Month is here.
Yeah, man. Big up Bob Marley and Dennis Brown, you know?
Big up all of...
And all of the artists, them make it, you know, possible to make reggae music play right around the world, you know?
Definitely. Shout outs to yourself, too, for being a
know.
veteran in the business and for making it possible for
Thank
me
you,
and
thank
other
you.
artists like myself to bust out. Shout outs to King Johnny Osborne. I had the opportunity to speak to him today because of you. Bless up yourself, King, anyway you're there.
Easy, Mr. Bumpy.
Yes.
And
So,
Al Campbell, Barrington Levy,
Barrington
Prince
Levy,
Everall.
Prince Everall,
You don't know Al Campbell.
Al
we don't-
Campbell. Big up.
All of the artists we know Papa Levy. Straight.
Yeah, man, big up all of the great artists. So,
Yeah,
as a tribute, like I said, we're changing
Lord
it up this month.
Sassafras too.
Oh, my
Remember, I'm a
goodness.
producer that you know.
Lord Sassafras, big up yourself. One
Yeah,
of
man.
Canada's greatest producers.
Thank you very much.
Greatest
I
producers.
never know that. I'm
From
here
the
in my work.
ska generation till now.
I'm here in my work now.
I'm so... why did you not bring him with you now? Why
You
you
have to
didn't
make-
bring
make-
him
have to
with
make
you
some
here?
arrangement. I live too far. I live a country.
Okay, so one of these days we're going to try and pull him up out of the country.
I live close to Ottawa, up at the Prime Minister's
Wow.
office. I don't the same base, you know.
I can't afford to Uber you from there, King Man. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
But we are hoping to see you maybe sometime in the future, because this is not a one-day thing here.
Drive your minivan and come down.
Yeah, we're not just there for one day. Eh? So we're here, and everybody always asks me the same question. What is it with Canada, and did Canada have slavery? Did slavery exist in Canada?
Yes.
People have it off as such a diplomatic and
No,
peace-loving
Canada have
country.
slavery.
Did slavery ever exist here? It seems like
It
people
exists
forgot.
here, but they didn't even show it up like before. Some said a slave run away and come to Canada. The history.
Yeah, I mean, we all are familiar with the Underground Railroad, right?
Yes.
So I just did a Google search. And as you all can see on your screen right now, what I searched was Canadian Black History facts. And in that, what jumped up first for me was slavery. Did slavery, the beginning of slavery, the history, the museum of slavery. Was there black slavery in Canada? As you can see, it came up as one of the topics there, right under virtual museum. So what I did is I just clicked on the first tab, which is Black History in Canada, as you all could see right there. So I went to Black History in Canada. And as you can see, this took me to the British Columbia Teachers Federation website, which states facts and resources. So every year, Canadians are invited to take part in the festivities that honor the legacy of Black Canadians, past and present, during Black History Month. That's the time to celebrate many achievements and contributions of Canadians throughout history. Blah, 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 blah. But does it explain about slavery? No, it didn't. So I was like, I don't wanna look at that. So then I went to the next one, and it said Slavery Virtual Museum of New France, Canadian. So I clicked on that tab, and that tab seemed to be a little more descriptive because it gave me the introduction of slavery. So it goes in to say that slavery began in Canada around 1629, and that it continued into the 1800s, I believe.
Was here.
But that no slave ships ever came to Canada. And I find that interesting and strange. I mean, for all of slavery, no slave ships ever boarded here, but yet there's so many African nationals here and slaves here. It almost makes you start to think, were they here before slavery?
I think so.
Were they even here before the settlers?
I think so.
But moving on from that.
Black people always all about it.
We've been all over the world, right? And to me, that was just a little bit of a confirmation.
I don't
But
know what kind of ship or whatever take them there, but if you go some places, right? Black people is there a long time.
and we even left monuments and statues
Yeah.
and monikers to prove that we were there.
Yeah.
Although some of them have been destroyed, blown up, whatever, we left our mark.
Yeah.
So this says that slaves arrived in 1629. The first slave, he was named Olivier Lejeune. But
That
I'm
sound
certain
French.
that wasn't the name he came here with.
That sound French.
But that didn't really, and I mean, reading through this, it tells you about the origin, when they came, where they lived, you know, the demographics of what provinces they settled into. But nothing really went into showing you treatment of slaves in Canada, because we know it existed, but we don't know on what tier. And so in my searches, I came across this ad right here. And this is from archivehistory.ca. It says, slavery in Canada, I never learned that. And the first thing I saw is an ad from a paper, a newspaper, showing to be sold a black woman named Peggy, aged, I can't see that. But this is how we were sold. They put an ad in the paper. It's like you had a car.
It's not just Canada alone.
You had a
It's from
car
England too.
and you sold it.
England, they do that too.
I'm
Russia.
like, I'm disturbed by that because we buy and sell things every day, right? You buy a bag of chips, you buy a bottle of
I
water,
understand.
a pack of gum. Somebody's selling their car, they post the ad in the paper. You're selling your TV, you post it on. Could you imagine
Selling human
people being sold on Kijiji
Oh,
or being sold in the newspaper or in a lot or in let's say a barn? Imagine a barn full of black people where you just come like you're picking out a
so it's
cow
like
or a
ho-
goat
Yeah.
and say that's the one I want.
Piss me off sometimes.
I'm going to skip to the second paragraph in this where it says African slavery existed in the colonies of New France and British North America for over 200 years, yet there remains a profound silence in classrooms and teaching resources about Canada's involvement in the African slave trade. Why? According to available and emphasis on available historical documents, at least 4,000 Africans were held bondage for 2 centuries in the early colonial settlements of New France, which is Quebec, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, Nova Scotia, and Upper Canada, which is Ontario. Who were these men, women, and children who were deemed property? What were their personal experiences? Why was slavery legally and socially sanctioned for over 200 years? And most importantly, something that I mention on every show, why is there no statistics or documentation about it? Why is
Them hide it.
Canada is so good at hiding facts?
Hiding it, yeah.
I mean, there's simple things now that I've done research on that I can't find the information for,
Yeah,
like
they hide it.
how many black men are killed by police? They don't have the statistics for
They
that.
don't, they keep it,
How
keep it
many
as a
people
secret.
are killed by police? Never mind black men. How many people? No statistics.
Half that never
How
been
many
told.
police shootings are there every? We don't. There's statistics. Somebody needs to fire somebody in there. I say it every day.
The half that never been told. But you know,
Black slaves were used as a source of free labor to meet the demand of a developing new colony. Now, if there's only 4,000 that were noted, that were recorded, how many were unrecorded? Let's say hundreds of thousands.
it's going on even now.
Okay. They worked in towns, cities, not only as domestic servants, but also as fur traders, miners, fishermen, wharf workers, sailors, African slaves, all kinds of skilled jobs. They made America rich. Who are these people? Where are these people? Enslaved Africans were bought and sold through newspapers and at public auctions. Slaves were bequeathed in wills, passed down to family members along with furniture and farm animals. They were held by government officials, clergy, merchants, natives, and United Empire loyalists. And just a piece of Canadian history.
Yeah, the devil them that man.
Native Indians were the last to release their slaves and refused to release their slaves.
Yep.
It's funny how people in the same situation have a different outlook on justice. But anyway, moving on from that.
We get the hard end of the stick, you know. the
Canadian
hard end.
slaves faced inhumane treatment, were subject to whippings, jail sentences, and hangings. To resist their conditions, many slaves fled to the free territories of northern U.S. in pursuit of liberty. Yet we hear so much of this underground railroad.
Yeah, that we are.
People running here, but people from here are running to
Running
the
to-
States.
yeah.
So,
But I guess at the time he didn't have no newspaper or no phone to tell somebody that, you know, so them don't know where them stand at the time.
exactly.
Everybody don't know where to go. Them somebody maybe say, you know, America, but he didn't go to America, so you know.
We don't know where he is, right?
Yeah, you don't.
Exact. So, 33 years ago, historian James Walker rightfully pointed out a history of blacks in Canada, a study guide for teachers and students that cannot understand early pioneer history unless we acknowledge that slavery existed. And that's such a true point. For the first time, the topic of enslavement has been included in the 2013 revised Ontario Social Studies History and Geography curriculum. That means up until 2013, slavery in Canada did not exist in the history books.
No, them not put it inside here. They're not gonna put it inside here. Them hiding a lot of stuff. Canada.
I'm going to leave this there, people. You can always look it up for yourself. It's archive history. The website is activehistory.ca, not archive history. My mistake there. You can always go and look it up yourself. The information is out there. We're going to take a quick break, and then I am going to come back, and I am going to formally introduce my guest to you, Mr. Papa Levy, right here live in the studio, family. You don't know how we do it, yeah? I come make we chat.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're there for talk the things that when nobody no want to talk about, family. It's come make we
Every
chat.
time. Come make we chat. No.
We'll be right back.
Warrior energy. Warrior nation, yeah? One bag of looting and shooting a guan. We you, them a dead when I blow no storm. No sound, no alarm, you no see where I guan. I kill with one another, ooh we a harm. See John Tom gun, him son name Shan. One generation wipe from the land. Pity you a study up your eyes and chaser. Study figure dance in a jeans and blazer. Youth you no see, your meds want change. That's for eraser, school you for chaser. Don't like books, you look for a trader. Bill great, don't bill failure. A calamity, the little you them head get giddy. Now seek work, them a seek out iniquity.
Marlins Production. Dubs overgone. You can you put down weapon. Stop kill me, that awesome. That time, go easy. No pulley 4 or 5, please no squeezy. Every get how you feel rise. Tie your fist who know what I. It don't please me, my you take time. Go easy. Make a life there you feel you live, believe me. Every get how you feel rise. Tie your fist who know what I.
Yes, family, we are back. And today, again, we have a super special guest inside the studio here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Papa Levy, the one and only. Yes. I learn fast. I learn fast. So let me just give you a quick intro. Philip Levy, aka Papa Levy, started singing in church at a very young age. He continued to perform in school concerts and talent shows. As the years went by, opportunity struck in 1990 with his very first performance at Epiphany nightclub in Kingston, Jamaica, where Junior Reid was the headline. Philip continued to perform in the dancehall scene using various sound systems at major stage shows to get his name out there. These sound systems include Arrows International, Afrique Sound, Gemini Sound, Metro Media Sound, and Soul to Soul. Big up Selecta Rosa, big up yourself, King. Papa Levy migrated to Toronto in Canada in the early 90s. He started to perform at nightclubs throughout the city with numerous bands such as the Blackburn, Satellites, Sugar, and many others. He also performed at some of the yearly festivals such as Jambana, Irie Fest, Afrofest, just to name a few. Rastafest, oh you mean? Shout outs to Masani. He then started to perform every weekend with these bands as a guest artist at such venues as Joe Mama's, located on King Street in Toronto. Wow, you've been everywhere, haven't you? Wow. Wow. Over the years, Papa Levy has been inspired by many artists such as the great Dennis Brown, Johnny Osborne, Barrington Levy, who is your cousin, by the way, Prince Everald, and Al Campbell. With his smoky honey tinged voice and irresistible stage presence, Papa Levy has become a fan favorite. Sweet voice. April 5th, 2008, he was performing at the Carlos Cafe in Kingston, Jamaica, where he met Danny Champagne from Champagne International Records. I guess Danny saw how great of a talent you were, and he recorded him instantly. Mud. Hey. And so to say, he did that song, Mr. Levy, and since then, the rest is history. It is. Oh, nice. Check out Support the Girls. Papa Levy's song is a feature in that. You've won awards for the new Voice in Reggae Spotlight from Reggae Exclusive. And you also have some songs coming out. You have some songs out, actually. Well, I know you sent me some samples of 3 of them, and I mean, Moving Up is it bad, man. It bad. So we're gonna give it a little listen. Hey. Well, if your man is treating you bad, I'll treat you good. You have to move up. I love it. I mean, I've been watching you ever since I was a kid. And I just have to say, welcome Papa Levi to Come Make We Chat. I've been Papa Levy. Sorry. To come make we chat. Shout out. I've watched you perform since I was a teen, and now that I am a post-teen, I'm happy to meet you and have you in my studio and have the opportunity to interview you. I have a few questions. I know that you and my mom get along real well. My mom is one of those 1 in a million kind of ladies. She know everybody. More, I can't hear you. Say that again, a little louder.
Of our friends.
Okay. No.
All this time I'm talking?
Yes.
Come on. So we have to rewind again?
Well, we don't have to rewind, but
okay.
I mean, you know my mom,
Well,
and
I guess it might come through that mic too.
I hope it came through my mic.
Yeah.
But
man,
you've
I
known
know.
my mom for years. You guys are good friends.
Years. And when I really...
Shout out Mama
the
Steph.
first time. Mama Steffi and Papa Levy, straight cross.
Yeah.
The good-looking one.
So, what inspired you to do reggae music?
You know, born in reggae music. Born in the hood, where it's just reggae music. You hardly even hear soul music.
It's
Back
just
in
reggae.
the days, it's just reggae, but you know, you hear some other people's songs, you know, like Curtis Mayfield and all them.
Curtis Mayfield.
The Impressions and all them songs.
Oh,
you know,
wow.
all them songs they play.
I love the
then,
stylistics.
Then our Jamaican artists, some of them sing it over. Dennis Brown sing over some, Altonelli sing over some, you know.
Yes.
So
yes.
we kind of have that thing from inside of us from long time.
Okay.
And the calypso, I think it come from Cuba. And then we start up with ska.
Okay.
And before ska, something else.
Okay. So it was kind of like you were born into reggae.
Yeah. Born a reggae.
Basically.
Bob Marley song, then put on one
Okay.
EP, and it Peter play for the whole day. And the Rasta man just put it on back again and just play again. And the next time.
And the artists just keep going.
This Bob Marley
Wow.
just sing right through till your mother get tired of it and say, "Lord, him can't lock off the song."
I hear
Come
you.
make we chat.
So, where were you born?
I'm born in Kingston 11, you know. But I grew up in the East End long after though.
Okay.
But my mom used to move around. She lived in Duane Park, Huntsville Lane, Greenwich
Man.
Farm.
All of the bad people place them. You hear that?
And then Rockfort, and then we'll come back to a place named Brownstown, which is
Brownstown.
McIntyre land.
Yes.
But him call it Dunkirk, see?
Dunkirk.
Yes. So
Familiar with that?
That's what me there right now, like
Man.
the East End, yeah.
And so when did you you said you migrated in the 90s to Canada?
Yeah, I come to Canada before that, you know. But me just put on up on the record because, you know, this is when I decided to settle. I come to Canada before and...
But you decided to settle in the 90s.
Places, but, you know, I get caught up some, you know.
Okay. Well, back in those days, it was a different life, very much.
Yeah, but I tell you, it was so rough back in them times, but once you can move, that's a good thing if you can. But if you can't move, you get stuck. That's what kind of hold me back into the music thing too.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
And I have a question. Like, I know that you are yourself. And sometimes when we're ourselves, we don't really realize the impact that we have on other people.
Yeah, yeah.
So for me, who is your fan, who I always found your music so uplifting and motivating, how did you feel the first time you performed in front of a crowd and saw the love and the attraction that these people that you've never met in your life had for you?
Well, I want to tell you, the experience is really something. Because from when I'm a kid, I'm performing and I'm watching people. And then you get booze too. You get booze and stuff like that. But you have to be strong. And if you love music, you're going to move on in it, you know. So that's me. The more crowd I see, oh, man.
The more energetic you get.
Sure.
Awesome,
Worries in the
awesome.
dance.
And so, who are some of your favorite artists?
Well, right now, I'm going to start from Bob Marley.
Bob Marley, definitely.
Peter Touch.
Peter Tosh.
Bonnie Wheelers, because I used to sit down in the yard and hear my rears and stuff. Them send me out
Oh
to,
my goodness.
I used to run up and down for them go buy weed. And
Those are like
and them come down now.
legendary
Come
artists.
down now to Mr. Dennis Emmanuel Brown. He's a friend of mine that we used to run up and down. I guess we are cousin because my grandmother named Miss Brown. He used to when he
Okay.
come from the beach. He used to come to my yard and wash off the salt water, find dread and things. And
See,
just start dreadlocks.
It's a small world.
Al Campbell is another friend of mine where we grew up together. Barrington is my cousin, but he used to live next door of another place.
Crazy.
See?
So you basically grew up with all of the greats in reggae.
Yes,
What
yes,
was it like being in a room with Bob Marley, Dennis
No, I
Brown,
wasn't with Bob Marley, them in no room. But
Okay.
Dennis Brown, Al Campbell.
Al Campbell,
Right.
Barrington Levi? I mean, that's like a star-studded lineup.
We see them and them woke up and we just talk and them say them gone away, gone a studio, woke up a studio.
Wow.
You know, so, you know, Peter Touch used to tell me, go on to school. Right up on the
Wow.
corner, you know. Uri, not Uri, Ira.
Iroy.
He died now, God bless him soul.
Rest in
Another
peace,
man
King.
that, yeah. But Johnny Osborne and all.
Johnny. Well, I mean,
Holy parties when we know.
the
but, you know,
you come from a
Sasa
generation. You come from a generation of legends,
yeah.
and I'm just happy to be here to be a part of it today.
Thank you very much.
I really appreciate you coming down, and I know that everybody out there is looking forward to
Yeah,
hearing
man.
from you. We're gonna take a quick break.
She called me and me have to come because she's a progressive little girl and I respect what she's doing all right now because she take up for the kids and poor people where really I feel it in this country. Cause everybody think because of their Canada, things are going. You know, really go
No.
away there. You have to work your way up in the system. You
It
know?
definitely can be rough here, a
And
foreign.
I want to tell you sometime if it's not the music, I maybe I'd go crazy. Trust
Same
me.
here.
Take a break on the music.
Amen and praise the Lord to that
Bless
one.
up everybody.
If not for music, me turn a living mad woman.
Happy Black History Month and happy Reggae Month and bless up all the kings and the prince and everything. All right, Papa, leave it there. We'll take a break. Come
Yes,
in a bit.
family. So we're going to take a quick break. We will be right back with Papa Levi live. right here inside Come Make We Chat.
You make a mistake again.
Papa, you know,
Levy with
he
the
must
one.
go beat it in my head there. Papa Levy,
I hear them call me in Canada.
live.
Hear them call me in Canada. Them not say Levy, and them say Levy.
Ah,
Papa Levy.
Papa Levy.
Love you.
Love you. Live inside Come Make We Chat right after this break, family. Stay tuned.
Listen, hey, moments of clarity. It's like a rarity. Trying to survive when enemies want to murder me. Hey, time is precious, so imagine the urgency. When blood hits your shirt, the shit looks like burgundy. Foresee your purpose before you wipe out the surface. A lot of hates in the air, they back to burning black churches. Concerned with my city, I know it makes them nervous.
Boy, bad habit, we not pick it up, you know. Throw it down. We not pick it up. No, we don't pick it up, you know. No, we don't pick it up.
How them a try for this? Who them a try for this? How them a try for this? Who them a try for this? How them a try for this? How them a try for this?
Enough boy, them a this. When them see the woman, them a call them bitch. Enough woman, them a this. When them see the man, them say he ain't shit. Bad habit, them pull up, bad habit, oh. Bad habit, and me and tell them stop it, oh. Bad habit, them pull up, bad.
Warrior energy. Warrior nation, yeah? One bag of looting and shooting a guan. We you, them a dead when I blow no storm. Na sound no alarm, you no see where I gwan. I kill with one another, who we a harm. See John Tom Gun, him son name Shan. One generation wipe from the land. Pity you a study up your eyes and chaser. Study figure dance in a jeans and blazer. Youth in a sick, your meds want changer. That's for eraser, school of a chaser. Don't like books, you look for a trader. Bill great, don't bill failure. A calamity, the little you them head get giddy. Now secret, them a seek out iniquity.
Yes, family, we are back. And coming up right now, live inside Lynx Entertainment Studio, we have the one, the only, Papa Levy.
Yeah, man, respect. One love, peace and love. Happy Black History Month. Happy Reggae Month. Big up Bob Marley and Dennis Brown and all the good artists them all over. All of the artists them. All who sing proper songs and stuff like that. You know what I say? Real root song. So you don't know. But here I'm coming live. Come make a chat studio. Sister Lynx. See how the natty look pretty? Whoa! Yeah, man. This one dedicated to Mr. Brown, Mr. Dennis Brown. Lord Sassafras and Papa Levy. Can I get a rewind? Lord Sassafras and Papa Levy. Mr. Dennis Brown cover, you know? Cover it. Okay, yeah, line up.
Suffering each day.
Oh yeah.
One season.
Oh yeah.
Somebody's just the only one with me. So you gotta have a little faith. Time better days will come. No need to hide this, and no need to run.
It's not every day. Pull up that. We are coming to rhythm here now. That's the vocal. Yeah. Yeah, man. How you feeling now? Oh, oh, oh. Oh, yeah.
Somebody's just the only one with me. So you gotta have a little faith.
You better do.
Time better days will come. No need to hide this, and no need to run.
It's not every day we're gonna be the same way. There must be a change somehow. There were bad times and good times too. So have a little faith in what you do, 'cause you don't seem to realize the things you've got to face in life. Today you're up, tomorrow you were down. So thank God that you're still around.
Children in the web dance, children in the sea. Lots of children in the whole country. So you got to live the life you love, but I love the life you live, but you have the mind to give. Good day. This is suffering, nature never would day. 7 days I sleep, the only one with me. So you have to have faith, that better days are come. Hey, Papa, you can't hide and run. Whoa, whoa.
You don't seem to realize the things you've got to face in life. Today you're up, tomorrow you are down. So thank God that you're still around town. It's not every day we're gonna be the same way. There must be a change somehow. There were bad times and good times too. So have a little faith in what you do, 'cause you don't seem to realize the things you've got to face in life. Today you're up, tomorrow you are down. So thank God that you're still around.
I don't know money now, runs and no money now, man. And your man say you're better against them. Put them pampers, put them hands up on the jet. Right, you know, when I leave it, it's so high and you can't get over.
Oh, no.
It's so low, you can't get under. I say jump right over. Sassafras in your area, Papa leave it.
It's not every day we're gonna be the same way.
Never.
There must be a change somehow. There were bad times and good times too.
Better days are coming.
So have a little faith in what you do, 'cause
Today you help.
you don't seem to realize
You know, facts of life, yeah.
the things you got to face in life. Today you're up, tomorrow you were down. So thank God that you're still around town. Yeah, man. Done already. Come make a chat at this at the program that, you know, Sister Links. How you feeling? Trouble, Papa Lim, that you. Well, this one called Stimulus Package. You know, so everybody wants America right now. Things is so rough. Things get so tough. Hey now. Last year gone, I mean, I make no money. And this year I come over to make some money. I need a stimulus package for me and my family. A Papa leave him and I won't feel free. And happiness, man, you know it is the key. So open your eyes and then you
Hold it.
up.
When it's nice, we gotta
We
play
love.
it
We love. We love. You know, somebody wants the stimulus package of America there and Canada and the worldwide. Hey. Last year gone, I may not make no money. And this year I come, I want to make some money. I need a stimulus package for me and my family. A Papa leave him and I won't feel free. And happiness, man, you know it is the key. So open your eyes and then you will see. Cause a lot of crazy things it's surrounding me. But God bless me from me a baby. Yes, it bless me from me a baby. Him bless me from me I the amini. Him bless me cause him keep me healthy. Him keep me healthy. Him keep me healthy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Lots of things are going on with the economy. I want to get away from this money misery. Cause things get so old and things get so rough. It's like shackles and my feet upon me and his handcuff. Above all things you got to stay conscious. Money, money. You better pay me where you owe me. You better pay me where you owe me. Whoa, whoa. Last year gonna me no make no money. And this year I come, I want to make some money. I need a stimulus package for me and my family. A papa leave man, I won't feel free. And happiness, man, you know it is the key. So open your eyes and then you will see. Cause a lot of crazy things is surrounding me. Oh God bless me, from me a baby, yes it bless me. From me a baby, Him bless me. From me I the amity, Him bless me. Cause Him keep me healthy. Him keep me healthy. Him keep me healthy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Say love. Say love. It's rough, rough, rough. Be tough, tough, tough. Rough, rough. Said it rough, rough, rough. Be tough, tough, tough. Rough, rough. Last year gone, I me no make no money. And this year I come, I want to make some money. I need a stimulus package for me and my family. A papa leave man, but won't feel free. And happiness, man, you know it is the key. So open your eyes and then you will see. Cause a lot of crazy things is surrounding me. But God bless me, from me a baby, yes it bless me. From me a baby, Him bless me. From me I the amini, Him bless me. Cause Him keep me healthy. Him keep me healthy. Him keep me healthy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hit rough, rough, rough. It tough, tough, tough. Rough, rough. I said it rough, rough, rough. It tough, tough, tough. Rough, rough. I said it rough, rough, rough. Tough, tough, tough. Rough, rough. I said it rough, rough, rough. Tough, tough, tough. You know, feel it. Yeah, man, that's what the thing said. Come on, baby, you always complain. This one called Move Up Time. Can you rewind? This one called Move Up Time. This girl always a complain about her man. So let's write a song. Come on, girl. Whoa. Hey. You always complain about your man. They're using you and abusing you, yeah, girl. Yes, you got to move up, move up. Yes, you got to move up, move up. Yes, you got to move up, move up. Yes, you got to move up, baby. I've been telling you this a long time. See, I'm on face, but you can't read his mind. And I say that love is blind. Love is blind. And I want you to be mine, oh mine. Yes, you got to move up, move up. Yes, you got to move up, move up. Yes, you got to move up, move up. Yes, you got to move up. Baby, let me show you what a good man should do. With a woman sweet like you. Buy you a mansion and a big piece of land. And a diamond wedding band. Yes, you got to move up, move up. Yes, you got to move up, move up. Yes, you got to move up, move up. Yes, you got to move up. Time to turn the page and start a new life. Let's get together and make love tonight. Champagne and candlelight. I'm gonna be Mr. Fix-It tonight. So I say, yeah. Yes, I got to move up, move up. Yes, I got to move up, move up. Yes, I got to move up, move up. Yes, I got to move up. Whoa. I move up time, I move up time. I move up time, baby. Oh yeah, I move up time. You know you're always on my mind. Oh yeah, yeah. Yes, I got to move up, move up, move up, move up, move up, move up. Yes, I got to move up, move up. Yes, I got to move up. Oh, whoa. See, baby girl, I love you. I love you every time. But you don't listen, you don't listen, you don't listen, girl. Yeah. Whoa, a papa living at the place. Yeah, man. Come make a chat. Whenever come support it, all right?
Yes, family.
Sister Link.
You
me
don't
a pass
know. Shout outs to Papa Levi
Whoa.
in the building.
Thank you.
Send
I
out
love you, my
those
people,
hearts,
my
like
friends
and share,
and
like
family.
and share, like and share. You don't know,
Yeah,
family.
man.
It's Come Make We Chat. This is how we doing it.
So she want me sing one Barrington, even if I don't know which one.
Yeah, man. Give me an acapella there, please.
See, I got black roses in my garden.
My God.
Sweet. To keep on carrot, you got to water it. Oh gosh, I've been traveling all over this world. Oh yeah. But I never see no black roses in no other garden. Something special is in my garden. Garden, I got the black roses. Roses in my garden. Whoa, sweet. Honey, intercom, Rosie, tell me to come. Didn't have a daughter, she did have a son. Said the lift doesn't work, run up the stairs and come. And if you don't come, we're not gonna see your son. So I grab a bunch of roses and I started to run. Here I come, whoa. Few months later, she said, come and take your son, cause I don't want no baby to come tie me down, cause you are old and I am young. And while I'm young, yes, I wanna have some fun, run me down. Shiddly waddly daddly widdly daddly widdly oh, sweet, cause I'm broad, I'm broad, I'm broader than Broadway. Yes, I'm broad, I'm broad, I'm broader than Broadway. Over the ocean and over the seas, all the pretty girls, them a vote for me. Hey, who we spar with me? You don't know. Love you. Take care of yourself.
Yo, family.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Papa
you for
Lee,
tuning
pass
in
me
to
a
Come
pass
Make
to
We
you.
Chat today, a special Black History Month.
Thank
Special Papa Levy in
Yeah,
the
man, I'm a
building.
sister this, I'm a
You
sister.
don't know I mean say who that I mean that I represent the T that Thursday we got General Genius, Mr. Raptor Foot himself live.
Trust me, check it out. Check it out. And don't be no scout.
The man I work so hard, me I said, you don't know family, thanks for tuning in. We'll be back on Thursday. Same back time, same back
All right.
channel.
Bless up my family, bless up my supporters and all my fans, them and everybody, you know, who inspire me. I'm telling you now, we have to risk this month here. Happy Black History Month, happy Reggae Month. Respect Bob Marley, Dennis Brown, all of the champion them. All right?
Bless up family. One
all
love.
the man may set the trend, you know? All right. Bless up Papa Levy. Peace and love. God bless. Music.
Warrior energy. Warrior nation, yeah? One bag of looting and shooting a guan. We you, them a dead when I blow no storm. No sound, no alarm, you no see where I guan. I kill with one another. Ooh, we are harm. See John Tom gun, him son name Shan. One generation wipe from the land. Pity you a study up your eyes and chaser. Study figure dance in a jeans and blazer. Youth in a see your meds want change. That's for eraser. School of a chaser.